Again, ain't nothing but another car talk, man. Listen, one thing about it I know, man, a lot of people don't like to say this. A lot of people don't want to admit this, bro, but black people are violent. Like, black people will kill you in the middle of the street, wild, wild west, drugs, dread. Like, bruh, we will do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, political correctness, like them people at the top, you know what I'm talking about? Like, politicians and white people, definitely, they ain't gonna tell you. But we all know black people in America, boy, we violent. Boy, we'll hop out. You already know that. Like, at any given point, you can be like road raging, but we gonna come out road rangers, bro. We gonna come out like Mighty Muffin Power Rangers while you trying to ride road rage. You see what I'm saying? That's what we known for, bro. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Why are we so violent, bro? Man, listen. Y'all know I work in healthcare, right? You see the struggle. So, man, why the teacher telling me like this shit? Like, that's crazy. But anyway, listen. No, don't want to roll rage. I ain't trying to take it. But listen. I asked a 92-year-old man, we was vibing, like 92-year-old dude, bro. And we was vibing. So, and I asked him, I said, why you think black people so violent? I was like, wow, black people so violent. And he said, he was honest in what he said. He said, I think it's something in their genes. Now, this is a 92-year-old white man, bruh. It's 2024. So, you do the math when he was born. You see what I'm saying? This man went through the 40s and the 50s, like, real deal, like, Jim Crow law era. So, that's what he said out the genuineness of his heart, bro. That's what he said. So I say, no. I say, think about it like this. And I was very humble in my approach. I said, think about it like this, man. I told him, I said, you know, during the era in America when it was equal but separate. And he was like, well, it wasn't equal. And I was like, we all know that, but it was the times of equal but separate. That's Jim Crow law era, if y'all don't know. Meaning that both are supposed to be equal but separated. That's what they believed in. That's why they had the white and the black water fountain. That's what justified the separation of bathrooms, water fountains, established, you know what I'm saying, where we eat at, stuff like that, right? And I said, well, in that time, I said equal but separate, because it's going to make my point. Listen, equal but separate. Equal but separate. So I say at that time, white America was allowed to have their own law enforcement. I said, but black people wasn't allowed to have their own law enforcement. I said, so think about in those times if you was a black man and you were offended by your neighbor or by anybody, especially if they was white, you couldn't go to the authorities in hopes of having, like, and have justice served. Like, what's the percentage of you getting justice served as a black man in the Jim Crow era? You know, if somebody black offends you, you don't even want to turn brother in, because they gonna probably hang him and drag him across the street over something simple. And then you can't accuse a white man, you gonna get hung or drugged across the street. You see what I'm saying? And you the one supposed to be getting justified. So I said, so what happened in that era, we didn't have anybody to represent for us in that, you know what I'm saying, type of way. So that's where you get the creation of gangs. You know what I mean? And I said, so that created an outlawish mentality where we are doing our own thing. And that is what brought forth nowadays what it's to the point where we will judge you in the street, boy. We gonna seek our own justice and not the law. As a matter of fact, we was taught not to trust the law because of, you know, y'all already know, right? And you know what I'm saying? I was like, it's a domino effect. You can't just erase things. So the past is affecting the future and the present right now. You know what I'm saying? So think about that, man. that's what created gangs, and that's what this mentality. And I told him, I said, you know, one time I said, man, I got robbed, gun point to my head, man. Me and my homeboys got robbed, gun pointed to my head, man, back of my head. And I said, you know, when they went away, there ain't none of us thought to call the police. Because I know the average white person think to call the police. I say none of us thought to call the police, man. We was ready to hunt and kill. And then I brought it to him like this. I said, think about back in your day when you was a teenager, man. I say, what if somebody would have killed one of your friends, your best friend or your brother? He said, back then I would have found them and tried to kill them. I said, exactly. So I'm pointing out the fact that you had a representation that you can go to yet, and still in that time, in your immaturity, you know what I'm saying, when you was a teenager, you would have sought and killed that person. You wouldn't have went to the law. I say, so that's the problem. That's something you got going on too, because a lot of these offenders are young. So a lot of you know what I'm saying, a lot of us are young. And then at the same time, just say if you do kill that person that you searching for, man, I'm sorry I had the air blasting. I know y'all like, man, why does it sound like that? My bad. But I was like, so why, if you do find this man and kill this man, I say this man got loved ones. And them loved ones in return, they gonna come back and try to get you. And just say if they come and get you, you got loved ones. And they gonna go, so I say it's a domino effect. So one incident can last 10, 15, 20 years with the back and forth, man. Ain't nothing but another car talk, yeah. But it's true though, like, man, y'all better think and use your noodle like that PB&J Auto taught you.